Good morning, class of 2015. I'm going to warn you guys, I'm an active speaker, so don't be surprised. I'll try moving around and things. Before I start, I want to say two things. The first thing is, Mom, do not cry, okay? All right. And the second thing is that I love HCC as a whole, but I have to say hello to my Hillsborough City campus. Without struggle, there can be no progress. This is my father's favorite quote. In April of 2014, I was sleeping in my car. And I would remain there for the next 5 months, and I would be challenged mentally to my full capacity. But in the midst of my struggles, I would finish that term with a 4.0 GPA. So how did I end up there? But more importantly, how did I get up from there? That's exactly what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about the sacrifice. I want to talk to you about fighting the good fight. So today is not just for the students. Today is for the single parents. Today is for the second shift moms. Today is for the dreamers. Today is for those of you that have too much muff at the end of your money. And today is also for the perfectionists. So in 2012, I decided that I was going to come back to school. Through conversation, I realized that my life was passing me by. I had a good job, but I was working so many hours that I was just going to die working, and I didn't want to do that. So I decided to come back. I was working a full-time job and a part-time job, and then in that January, I took on being a student. I worked both jobs, full-time and part-time, and I was a full-time student, and I only slept for 1 hour a day, except for on weekends. And I did that for almost a year until my body was like, bye Felicia, I can't do some more. Like, no more. So I was faced with a decision. And the decision was either I had to leave my job, which is my sole source of income, or I had to drop out of college. But this was much more than that. It was basically my decision as if I believed in myself or not. Did I believe in myself enough to stay? So in 2014, I resigned from my job. And shortly after that, I lost everything I had. But just because I lost the material things, I started gaining so much more intellectually. And this was in part to a special professor of mine, Dr. Sarah Conrad. She saw something in me so great that I couldn't see it myself. And she told me, she said, fake it till you make it. I'm not faking it today. Here I am. I'm standing here in front of you. But ultimately, I ended up in that car. But I read in that car, and I wrote in that car, and I studied in that car, and I processed my life in that car, and I said, I will be great. So today, life is about sacrificing. It's about seeing past the now. So, how do we get there? It's simple. You fight. F, you forgive others along the way. I, you introduce yourself to the unfamiliar. G, you give unconditionally. H, you help others along the way. And D, you take time seriously. See, time is the most important thing that you have. Time is love. You show people that you love them by spending time with them. Time is money. Time is money. If you don't work, you don't eat. Time is life, and time is death. So you have to figure out how to allocate the time that's been allotted to you. You have to decide, will you sacrifice whatever's standing in your way? Will you invest in yourself? Will you believe that you're worth the fight? In this walk we call life, you're going to take some blows. Don't be afraid to fall, because you're going to get knocked down. You're going to be disappointed. You're going to feel like the load is too much to bear. But you get another chance with every breath you take. So when you sacrifice, you appreciate things that much more. Now, I don't know about you. I know that my parents would buy me shoes, and when they bought them, especially my mother, she would buy me shoes, and I would go outside and I would just run through these shoes. I'd be out in the mud, just look around, just doing the thing, they'd be all raggedy about the next day. She's like, I need more shoes, you need to buy your own. So when I got my own job, I would work really hard. I was making like $5.60 an hour. I was working like 15 hours a week, maybe on a good day. And I went and I would buy shoes all the time. My sister can attest, that's all I used to spend my money on, shoes. It's too quick. But as soon as I put those shoes on, I walked like this the whole time. Because I didn't want to get any creases on them, I didn't want to get them dirty, because I worked so hard for those shoes, it made me appreciate it. And they're sacrificing that. I sacrificed for the things that I wanted. So I leave you with this. I've never believed in dreams. Never. Only distant realities. Because anything that another human being has done, I can do it too. And so can you. So, you may not be able to use the same door as the person that's gone before you, but if you can't find a door, then you need to find a window. And if you can't find a window, then you need to squeeze down the chimney and make it happen. Congratulations, class of 2015. Thank you.
Wow. Can't find the door, find the chimney. Can't find the chimney, find the window.